Happy Wednesday and hello to the month of February 2021. We are rolling into episode 21 with Lolo. Of course, she has blessed us with an awesome hour of house and dance music, but before you groove out, you can get to know Lolo in our brief interview where we talk more about her transition into becoming a DJ and her other creative passions. I hope you enjoy this episode and thank you, Lolo, for joining us on Wonderful Radio. Signing off, it's Silly Girl Carmen. See you next week. For the love of the beats. Hi, Lolo. How are you?
I'm good, Carmen. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for coming on to talk with us for Wonderful Radio. Super excited to have you on.
I'm super excited to be here and so happy for you and that you're on this journey.
Perfect. Yeah, so the first question I want to ask you, I know you have your own radio show that you've been hosting for a while. Your show is called Lolo Knows, correct?
Yes.
Very cool. And
I'm running the Club Kid Mix series on the Lolo Knows radio network.
Nice. So, and before you became a DJ, you were just featuring DJs on that show. So what inspired you to join the craft and become a DJ yourself?
I will say this, the fact that my husband didn't want to play for me anymore.
Like I'm done, so you're like, I'll do it myself. I'm playing the music.
It became personal, and then I got into it.
Nice. So has he helped you at least in the learning process and becoming a DJ?
No, I've been in music my whole life. Let's just get serious. I have. And it's just been, and I've always wanted to play music, to be honest. I mean, there was a lot of me that, didn't get to grow up having to go to music. My parents weren't very well off and they couldn't afford, to get us instruments and things like that, even though I had this fixation on the piano, which is like my favorite instrument. Mm-hmm. I love a guitar, especially an electric guitar. I love those really hard rock and thumping, the hard rock pumping sounds. Yeah. And even the acoustics, just the acoustics, just to even hear something real mellow. And I think with all of those things, they've always inspired me along my journey. And, DJing is just a tool to use for me to be able to have all of this amazing music from around the world that I get to dig through and find and put together in such a meaningful and holistic and spiritual way.
Nice. Perfect. Yes. It's that I would say the same. It's just exciting to take all the different tastes of what you love and bring it together and create that journey. So it's very cool.
Yes.
I know you also work in the world of wellness. Can you tell us more about your work with that? I know I saw some stuff on your Facebook and I heard about that. So what do you do in the world of wellness?
Oh my goodness. So I was brought in this journey, honestly, that found me. Mm-hmm. I got into massage therapy 22 years ago. And started on that with, helping people heal. And it was right at 2000 when I got into the field. And when 2001 hit and the World Trade Center came down, I felt the world just kind of go in itself. And it was a fine time for healers to come in and start, putting that energy and that healing out there. So that's what I did. And it's been with me this whole time. It had evolved into skincare, which was a good natural progression for me. And I've been in that field since 2009 and have done, aesthetics for, plastic surgeons and all of that, and just kind of ventured off and got my own practice. And then, and it's been wonderful. And now I have my own skincare line called Renew Wellness. So it's a beautiful line of vegan, cruelty-free products with very beautiful, everything that's good and botanical and just good for your skin. And that's going to make it like mine.
Nice. Good. There's good promo there. That looks good.
There's no Botox or fillers in this face, honey.
Nice. So perfect. Yeah. So I just wanted to know more about that. And then also I got to kind of work with you in this capacity. I know you also do visual art, which is cool because we got to see some of your stuff at Charivari. Have you been working on anything new right now? Or, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Or if not new, what is your favorite form or medium to create when you are doing art?
I can show. I don't know if you're posting it, but that's one of my pieces there.
Nice. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, people will see.
And that's awesome. You know, that piece is really special because I got to do that collab with one of my favorite artists, Hector Vega, who is an amazing Cubist artist. And he's an international artist, and he actually lives here in Cleveland, and he's a really good friend of mine. And I have been the only artist that he's ever accepted to do anything collaborative.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that
and it's such an honor. And it's just, you know, so like that's one of my prize pieces. And then I got my, I got into portrait work because I've always loved eye connection. You know, I love human eye connection, and I love, you know what, and as crazy as it sounds with this whole pandemic that's going on, the fact that we have to cover half our face and all you see is our eyes.
Right.
But have you noticed how much we're all now talking to each other through our eyes?
Right. Yeah. It's like your only way to gauge. You can kind
that
of
connection.
What people are, feeling, going through, like through their eyes. That expression.
Exactly. And I love that that's happened. So yeah, my art is about me. When I do it, it's just all about my, you know, painting my feelings. You know, it's just such a, you know, it's such a unique way that I just do. You know, I find inspiration in many different ways and things, and I just put it together on canvas, and that's just another avenue for me of how I was able to express myself. You know, my hurts, my pains, my fears, the love, you know, my excitement, my joy, my bliss, and put it. And, you know, and have it there. That energy is intentional. So it lives there. That's why I was so happy when you asked me to do Charivari that one year. And me and you had that nice little art exhibition. Right there in that beautiful tent. You know, I got to see, and that's how you and I first met. You know, and then, you know, you did your show that week, and it was just like, you know, the energies that just align and everything. And it was just such a tender moment, you know, even just to have my art, you know, in Detroit, even though my art has been in Detroit. When my mother passed away a few years ago from cancer, my piece had got accepted into the Bombay Artisans Sapphire exhibition, and it was held at the Charles H. Wright Museum in Detroit, of African American history in Detroit. So I was in that exhibition, and the painting that I did was the last painting that I did for my mother. And that was the one that got accepted. And on the day that she died, Carmen, was the day I had to take my painting to Detroit.
Wow.
To have it, you know, delivered. That was my day. So my son and then my nephew went up and made that trip with me. And honestly, what a day that was. I will never forget it. It was so tender, precious, sad, but also celebratory at the same time. It was just magnetic in so many beautiful ways. And then this lady who came to buy it is now a friend of mine, but she so happens to be Nia Long, the actress's aunt, who bought that piece, and it now lives in, she's from Detroit, and she's from Brooklyn, New York, and lives in Detroit, Michigan.
Huh, interesting. Okay. Wow, what a What a traveling and significant story of, how art and all this stuff aligned. That's very interesting. very, very cool. Yeah, it was.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
It was great to have you at the Charivari setup. It got such a vibrant personality. So the moment you showed up, it was like you just brought the life to the tent. And that was really cool to see the collaboration of all the different work, that year.
Oh, and I fell in love with everybody's work there. I just wanted to buy everything up if I could have, right then and there.
Right.
That's a dream of mine one day, to do that. Like, really, like, I want to get to that position where I'm going to go into an exhibition, just buy all the pieces that I love and just walk out.
That would be so much inspiring stuff. It's like overwhelming, like, oh, I want all of this. But I
love art. Yeah. I love art. I make it and I collect it.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So we're going to go to our last question. I'm kind of digging into all the different things you do. I also heard you love to cook and get crafty in the kitchen. So I wanted to ask, what is your favorite thing to make?
Girl. My mother says I should have been born Italian. But no, seriously, I can bang. I can bang some Italian. But hold on. I really, truly love making the dishes that were taught to me and that I ate a lot of, which are my empanadas, my Puerto Rican heritage.
Okay.
And I love making my Spanish rice, and I love making, and I just love, I do love those two dishes, but I love all of my breakfast. I love breakfast. It's like my favorite time of the day. So I could cook for an army if you asked me to.
Nice.
I literally can cook for an army because that's how I cook sometimes. Even just now, me being two people, because my kids grew up, and then here I am.
Yeah. Very, very cool. But, I heard that you can get down in the kitchen, so I had to ask about that as well.
Oh, honey, listen, if I tell you what, the minute we get out of this COVID, I would love to come up there and cook for you and your family.
Oh,
and share some
up on that one.
No, seriously, I will bring my stuff. I will bring those up, and we will roll them out in the kitchen and have a whole duty good time. And I will make my Spanish rice and everything, and bring another couple surprises.
Nice.
And I'm serious. I would love to do that.
Very dope. Well, we'll definitely have to take you up on that one. That sounds good. Thank you so much, Lolo, for coming on here, and we wish you the best of luck with your radio show and the ways that you're expanding. And
I'm happy to be a part of the Charivari family. Let me just put that out there. And I love that my show is now being, syndicated to Charivari Radio.
Yes.
On Mondays at 8 p.m.
Nice. Wait, at 8 p.m. you can go ahead and
Monday.
Every Monday. Perfect. So if you have any last shout outs you want to give for your show or your social content, go ahead and do that as well.
Well, I would basically love to shout out first and foremost Charivari. Thank you for having me and bringing me a part of the family. I love you all and very appreciate you guys more than anything. I also want to just shout out everybody who has been listening to all of my mixes and who have been booking me for things and even just been, enjoying my energy. It's been lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to learn more about me, please just go to my website. It's taken me years to develop that website on my own and get it to where I needed to get it, but it's all there for you at loloknows.com.
Nice. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to being in touch with you in the future, and we'll be checking out more of your show as well. Thank you, Lolo.
You're beautiful, honey. Thank you so much for having me. And can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I book you again for my show this year?
Yes, hit me up. Send me an email through. Yes. It was super fun to mix as well.
Girl, your mix is on your last mix, honey. They love some Carmen. They want you back. So I'm just saying, numbers don't lie.
Awesome. Yes. Send me another email through, and I hope everyone
enjoys Lolo's mix for Wonderful Radio, and we will be connecting more in the future.
Amen. Thank you. Tell everybody I said hi.
Yes, thank you, girl. Have a good one.
Mwah.